Hey everybody, it's Cooper here, and welcome to a huge pickup video. I've got so much stuff to show you guys. I'm going to try and go through some of it pretty quickly because I don't want this to be an hour-and-a-half long video, but a lot of things have happened. I've gotten a lot of stuff, and there's some really, really rare games in here for a lot of different systems, so that's pretty cool. And the Portland Retro Gaming Swap Meet happened. I went to that, got some stuff there. I made a really, really big purchase for my Nintendo 64 collection. That'll be the last thing that I show you guys. And I've done quite a few trades over Facebook and Instagram and some purchases through various Facebook groups. So there's tons of stuff to go through here. Let's just jump into it. First up, off of eBay, got these Nintendo 2DS promotional things here. This is a big sticker. This is a sticker. And this is a shelf hanger tag thing. And then from the same person, I also got this, which is a... It's not put together yet, but it is a Nintendo Selects cardboard shelf or tray. It looks like that down there. So that's pretty cool. I'll be putting that together. Then I also got a Pokemon Sun and Moon promotional cube display thing here. That was like $5 or $6 on eBay. And then I also got a Pokemon Sun and Moon shelf tag to go along with that. And then from a Goodwill, I picked up this Ratchet and Clank pen from Loot Crate. I'm not going to open it for time reasons. I bought something off of eBay, and for free, the seller threw in a Wii U beanie. So that was pretty cool. And what I bought from that seller was a lot of 5 Donkey Konga shot glasses. This is one here that I'm keeping. The other 4 I've put back up on eBay, and I should be able to make a little bit off of it, so I get this one for free, and of course they threw in the beanie, which was also free. And then also I bought a Mario Party 7 shot glass, and I had both of these shot glasses in my collection before, so I thought it was cool to get them back. This was like $9, I think, and then of course a Donkey Konga one will be free. From a Goodwill, I picked up a Mario plush. Also from a Target or a Walmart or something, I picked up a white Pikmin plush from World of Nintendo. Bed Bath & Beyond was doing a 50% off sale on a bunch of stuff, so I picked up these Pokemon iHome noise-canceling headphones for like $6, and also these Pokemon walkie-talkies for about $8. From a Goodwill for $9.99, I just got this. You can see the price tag. I got this remote control Mario Kart 8 with the remote and everything, so that's pretty cool. These are like 40 or 50 bucks brand new, so 10 bucks was pretty good. From the Portland Retro Swap Meet, my girlfriend grabbed a little set of these original Nintendo sticker cards. There's like 4 of them in here, but they were 25 cents. Also found a Pokemon Masters Arena PC game for like 25 cents at a Goodwill. For 99 cents each, I got 3 Sonic and Mega Man comic books here. Well, they're all Sonic, but Mega Man's on that one. And these are all in the little baggies with the cardboard backing to keep them in good condition, so that was pretty cool. Also off of eBay, I picked up a Pokemon Platinum Giratina figure, and this was the pre-order bonus for Pokemon Platinum, so that's pretty cool. That was pretty cheap as well. It was like $5 with free shipping. And then some big stuff here, just to get out of the way. From Walmart, I picked up this Eevee Pokemon Coin Bank. And I've never seen one in the box before. Most of the coin banks at Walmart are loose on the shelf, so I decided to grab that. I wanted to get one anyway, so to get it with the box is always better. Then from a Goodwill, I got a Super Mario Connect 4 board game. I think I took the price tag off, but it was like $3 or $4. Then from a Goodwill, I picked up a sealed copy of Active Life Outdoor Challenge for the Wii. It comes with like a dance pad and stuff. And it is sealed. There's like a rip in it, but you know, sealed. And I didn't have it already, so pretty cool. Also from Goodwill, this is one that I was still missing, but I picked up a Guitar Hero 3 controller for the PS2 in the big box. And I have most of the other ones, but this is one I was still missing, so I was glad to find that, and it was only $5. So awesome. And it has the receiver and everything. Then from a GameStar, which is a local chain of game stores, I picked up a PlayStation Vita, complete in the box, and we also got like a 4 or an 8 gig memory card with it. My girlfriend really wanted one of these to play, and luckily we already had a couple games, so awesome to get that. And then from Walmart, I picked up a bunch of the newer World of Nintendo 2.5-inch figures, We got the Blue Pikmin, Metroid, which is cool, Blooper, Tom Nook, and KK Slider. Excuse me while I make some room here. There's so much stuff right in front of me. From Walmart again, I believe, I picked up the Game Traveler, which is a silicone glove for the Wii U gamepad. Just another accessory here. And then from Nintendo's website, I picked up a vertical Wii U stand, and I was expecting it to come packaged like this, but it came like this, so I guess that's fine. It's still, you know, officially from Nintendo. And then I picked up the other two Legend of Zelda Collector's Fun boxes that I needed. These are boxes that have the trading cards, and they also have a pin up here. So this is the one with the Legend of Zelda logo pin. I already had the one with the Triforce pin that my girlfriend got me for Christmas, and then I got this one here with the shield pin. So that's all three of them now. And then I picked up one Game Boy cartridge that I already had the box for, and that is Game & Watch Gallery. And I just got this through a random Craigslist deal, I believe. And then I picked up 4 N64 cartridges that I already had the boxes and manuals for, so these are now complete. There's Top Gear Rally, Toy Story 2, NBA in the Zone 98, and San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing. So next up are a bunch of Wii U games, and I'm really trying to go for that complete set and try and get it finished. So I picked up a bunch of stuff here. The first one was $8 from a Goodwill, and that is an opened copy of Lego City Undercover, the Nintendo Selects version. There's the $7.99 price tag. I had a copy of the Black Label version sealed, but I didn't have the Nintendo Selects, and I also didn't have an opened one, so I grabbed that. And then from Nintendo's website, I picked up a refurbished copy of Wii Fit U. You can see the sticker here, and I picked up some Wii U, Wii, and DS games that are all the refurbished cover variants. So this one came sticker sealed, but most of the other ones came actually resealed. And this one is a sticker on the artwork, but most of them are printed on the artwork, so it is like an actual variant, so pretty cool. I also got a sealed copy of Wii Party U from Nintendo's eBay for $30. I got a sealed copy of Lego City Undercover from a local store called Fred Meyer for $20. From the same, actually no, I got this from GameStar. That is a complete copy of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Sochi 2014. These ones are getting a little harder to find. That was $30. And then from Fred Meyer, I was really lucky to find this, a sealed copy of Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games for $60, and these are going for at least $100 for a sealed copy, so that was awesome to find. Then also the Mario 3D World refurbished variant. This one is actually sealed. And then I picked up a bunch of stuff from Best Buy, because I have the, well, I guess there's one more that I picked up from a Goodwill for $8. That's an opened copy of Black Ops 2, which I didn't have yet, so $8 is a great price on that. And then the rest of these came from Best Buy, and I ordered these with the Gamers Club thing, so they were like 20% off, plus some of them were already on sale. So picked up Minecraft Story Mode, Tumblestone, Terraria, Lego Star Wars Force Awakens, Bayonetta 2. This is the single game version. I already had the double pack, which I found. And then Runbow Deluxe Edition. Then I have 3 big box ones here. From Walmart's website, I picked up the Skylanders Imaginators Portal Owners Pack. I think that was like $30. And then from Fred Meyer, I got both of these. I picked up the Wii Party U big box with the black Wii Remote. That was $50, as you can see. Unfortunately, this is a security sticker, so I can't take it off without ruining the box. I should be able to get that one off, but glad to get that. And then also the big box version of Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 with the blue Wii Remote. That was $60, and this is also going for about $100 for a sealed copy. So I was very lucky to still find those in stock there. That was really cool. I'm going to move on to original Xbox games now. I've only got 5 of them here, but they're all actually pretty good titles. So I picked up NBA Jam from a Goodwill for a couple bucks. Also from Goodwill for, I believe this was $7.99. I picked up Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, but this is the limited collector's edition with the slipcover and the steelbook and the double disc set. So that was awesome. Also from a Goodwill, I got Worms 3D for $3.99. And then from two different GameStars, I got these last two. I got Dino Crisis 3 complete for $10, which is a really good price. And then also for $29.99, I got a complete copy of Stubbs the Zombie, which is also a really, really good price. And I've been looking for this game, so glad to get that one. Now onto 3DS and DS games. And I apologize I'm going so quickly through this, but I am kind of on a little bit of a time crunch to film this, and there's just so much to get through. I'm saving all the cartridge stuff for last, so if you want to see that, you can skip ahead. But we picked up Pokemon Moon. My girlfriend wanted to play this, and so this is the open copy that she was playing. She's got the cartridge in the 3DS. And then also another refurbished one from Nintendo. I got Mario Party Island Tour. So this is actually printed on the artwork there, and it's actually resealed by Nintendo. So pretty cool. I also picked up Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. This is a sealed copy. I don't remember where I got this, but it must have been like 20 bucks or something. And then from the Portland Retro Gaming Swap Meet, we picked up a complete limited edition copy of Code of Princess for the 3DS. This was only $19, which is an excellent deal. This is like a $50 or $60 game complete, so that was cool to get that. And then from Walmart for $5, I picked up the Personal Trainer walking set for the DS with the pedometer, and this is still sealed. And then from GameStar for like 99 cents, I got My Stop Smoking Coach for the DS. Another refurbished one here is Nintendog's Best Friends. This is another sticker sealed one. And then I also picked up a sealed copy of WarioWare Do It Yourself. I don't remember where I got this one, but if you guys really want to know, you can check out the link in the description to my website, and you can go and look at this game. I put in where I got it from and all that. Then also from GameStar, they price matched to GameStop. So for $15, I got Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. And then from a Goodwill, I picked up Age of Empires Mythologies, and this was like $3, and that's a pretty good price for that. And then from a GameStop, you guys know that they usually throw out their DS cases and manuals, but some of them will hold on to, the better titles. So I was lucky enough to get a complete copy of Suikoden Tierkreis, I believe is how you say it. But this is a complete copy, and I got it for the GameStop price, which is generally like the price of a cartridge only, according to eBay, so that was a pretty good find. And then I have some Wii stuff here. I'm just trying to make room to get to it. So most of these Wii games are sealed, because I've gotten them from various locations, but there's two open ones here. So I picked up Samurai Warriors Katana, which is actually just a condition upgrade for me. I bought a double on accident, and it happened to be a condition upgrade, so I guess I can't complain too much. Then from GameStop, I picked up Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. And then these next, well, all the rest of these are sealed pretty much, but I got them from various locations. Some came from Goodwill, some came from GameStar, some came from Nintendo's website. So yeah. So all sealed here, we have Guitar Hero Aerosmith, King of Clubs Mini Golf, Jillian Michaels Fitness Ultimate in 2010. So now I've got 2009, 2010, and 2011 all sealed. Then we have Winter Sports, The Ultimate Challenge. That one I know came from a Goodwill. Then we have Where the Wild Things Are, Game Party 3, and then another refurbished one here. This one is actually sealed, but it does have the sticker on it, not the printed label, but that is Wii Sports Resort. Another refurbished one here is Mario Power Tennis Nintendo Selects version. Then another refurbished is Punch-Out. Then the last refurbished one is Mario Galaxy 2. Then off of eBay for about $5 with free shipping or so, I picked up the big box for Animal Crossing City Folk. And of course I already have the game, and I don't think I have a Wii Speak, but they're super cheap, so I can get those, put them in here, and complete this. It's got a bit of a crease here, and, it ripped where they took the sticker off, but still, not an easy game to find with the big box, so to complete it for like $5, you can't really complain about that. Then from GameStar, I picked up the complete-in-box, big box version of Racket Sports, which comes with a little camera. So, also not a super easy game to find complete. It's not super expensive, it's just not easy to find, so I was glad to get that. And then from Fred Meyer, I picked up a sealed copy of The Voice for the Wii, which comes in the big box with a microphone. This was, I believe, $19.99. And I think they go for a little bit more than that on eBay. But the best Wii game I found at a local thrift store, and this is a big box version which is opened, but the game inside is sealed, and this is a very rare Wii game. And I didn't have this, so I was glad to find it, and that is the big box version of Fishing Resort, made by Xseed. The box, like I said, is opened, so I'll go ahead and open it and show you guys the game inside. But as you can tell, it's never been used. All the pieces are in here. And then here is the game, still factory sealed. So that's very awesome. And yeah, glad to find that. And the best part about it was that it was only $14.99, I want to say. It was either 14 or 19, but I'm pretty sure it was $14.99. And a big box version of the game opened, sold for $100 on eBay, and then a sealed copy of the game by itself on Amazon is $100. So for 15 bucks, I think I did very well with that. I got really lucky finding that. I got one PSP game which came from the same store that I got Fishing Resort from, and that is Formula 1 2009. A bit of a harder to find game. It goes for about 20 to 25, and they had it there for $14.99. The cartridge or the game wants to fall out, but 15 bucks for a $25 game is not bad. And then I got some PS2 games. I guess I'll show you guys. Save all the Nintendo stuff for last. So I have some really good RPGs here to show you, but then also some other good stuff. A few sealed games as well. So most of the sealed ones came from Goodwills and other thrift stores. And then a couple retro game stores, they had like really cheap ones. And then some of the other games came from the Retro Gaming Swap Meet, some of them came from Goodwills, and some of them came from purchases and trades over Instagram and Facebook. There's just way too many stuff, way too many like trades and deals to remember everything, but here we go. We have a sealed copy of Pro Bass Challenge, a sealed copy of Dancing with the Stars, which actually I got this one from a Walmart, and then a complete copy of Hasbro Family Game Night, a sealed copy of Savage Skies. This came from one of the game stores for like $6.95. Rock Band Metal Track Pack from a Goodwill. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy from a Goodwill. A sealed copy of Boogie from a Goodwill. Mobile Light Force 2, complete copy from a Goodwill. The Thing, a complete copy from a Goodwill. Eco, a complete copy of a game I was really surprised I didn't already have, but this one came from the Retro Gaming Swap Meet. And then Growlancer Generations. This came from a store called Game Crazy. You guys saw me pick up that big sign for Game Crazy, and there's only, as far as I know, 2 Game Crazy stores left, and they're not the ones I went to as a kid. They're like new owners and everything, but still pretty cool. Also from Game Crazy, I got a complete copy of Steambot Chronicles. Another game I didn't have yet, so awesome to get that one off the list. And then these last 4 here came from a purchase I did over from a Facebook group. So we have a complete copy of Soul Nomad. And then 3 big box limited edition games here, which are very awesome. First we have Mana Khemia 2 Fall of Alchemy. Comes in the big box with all the stuff. I'm not going to open them up, but believe me, it's all in there. Then Artanelico Melody of Elemia with the game in the art book. And then also Artanelico 2 Melody of Metaphilica, if that's how you say it. But that's in the big box with the poster, the soundtrack, and all that. So, very awesome stuff. I got a very good price on those. I believe for those 4 games, for the 2 Artanelicos, the Mana Khemia, and the Soul Nomad, it was $150 shipped. And that's pretty good if you want to look them up. So, next up are PS1 games. I also have some pretty good games in here. So from a local game store, I got Gex 3 for $5. And then some of these I don't know where they came from, but Virtual Pool, Need for Speed 2, Hot Pursuit, Medal of Honor Underground. From Game Crazy, I got E.T., the Extraterrestrial Interplanetary Mission. And now on to like the pretty good games. I got Wild Arms 2. And then Front Mission 3. Eggs of Steel, which is actually like a pretty hard to find game that I'd never heard of before. Then Breath of Fire 3, I actually got this from GameStop, and it was really cheap with all the codes and the power-up rewards thing. And then I got this one yesterday from a local thrift store, and this is like not a chain. This is like a really, really small thrift store. It's in a part of town where there's like no businesses. It's like in the middle of a neighborhood, which is kind of weird, so nobody ever really goes there. It's really small, but I decided to stop in, and I found this for $1.99, but everything in the store was half off if it was under $50. So for 99 cents, I got a complete copy of Monster Rancher 2, which is like a $30 or $40 game. So for 99 cents, that's an awesome deal. I was so happy to find that. Okay, so moving on, I've got a few Sega games here. So cool stuff. 2 Dreamcast games for $5 at the local game store. I got Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation, and then from Game Crazy, I got Mrs. Pac-Man Maze Madness. And then I have 2 Sega Saturn games here that both came from 2 different Game Crazy locations. So I got Iron Storm, and then also A Stall, which is a kind of expensive game. And then a Sega CD game here that I got from the Portland Retro Gaming Swap Meet. That is a complete copy of Dark Wizard. So that's awesome. And then also from the Swap Meet, I got 2 Genesis games here. And I took a bunch of cartridges to trade that I got from a Craigslist deal. I bought a collection from some guy. And I took a bunch of Super Nintendo and N64 cartridges, and I traded for a lot of the games I'm about to show you, but these 2 here were also included in that, as well as the Eco. So I got Phantasy Star 2 and Phantasy Star 3, both complete. I didn't have either of them yet, so that was awesome to get those. And then the other games I traded for, there's some Super Nintendo and some N64, and a GameCube one, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So I want to move on to Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance stuff. I got 2 of these Game Boy Advance videos from Game Crazy. And then I also got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team complete. And then some of these came from a YouTube trade or a Facebook trade. I don't remember exactly. Maybe Instagram. Dynasty Warriors Advance. A sealed but crushed copy of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. World Tour Poker. Shrek 2. Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. The Ultimate Martial Arts Simulator, which I guess when I was looking it up, it seemed to be like a little difficult to find. And then there's some other ones here that got mixed in with another lot that I purchased. I believe this one also came from that first bundle, but a complete copy of Super Mario Land, which I didn't have, so I'm very glad to get that. And then I have, was there more from him? I don't remember exactly, but I have a bunch of, actually there was also Championship Pool. That one feels complete, in really good condition. But I also purchased a bundle of, I'm sorry, I think this one also came from him, Tetris DX. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think that's it from that bundle. But the rest of these here, I purchased from a Facebook group. So included, these are all box and manual only, and I believe one of them is missing the manual, but all the rest have them. So we have Jeopardy, which I believe is the one missing the manual, and then Baseball, Home Alone, and these are all in really, really nice condition. Wheel of Fortune, Marble Madness, Vegas Stakes, 4-in-1 Fun Pack Volume 1 and 2, Wario Land 2, Tetris Attack, and Tetris Plus. And then it also included the box for a clear Game Boy Pocket system. No manuals, no baggies, no system, but it's got the box in pretty good shape. It's just got that from the sticker. I don't have the system yet, but I'll find one eventually. And that entire lot of all the boxes and manuals plus this was $70 shipped, which is pretty fair. And then I got one more Game Boy Advance box and manual from a local game store, and that is Super Robot Tyson Original Generation, which is an Atlas game, and I'm pretty sure I had this one in my collection before, but glad to get it back. And this was $20. I also got the the Tomb Raider for the Dreamcast and the Gex 3 for the PS1 from him. So it was $30 for all of them. So it worked out to 20 for this and 5 each on the others. So all that I've got left to show you guys are NES, N64, Super Nintendo, and GameCube. I'm going to start with the GameCube, but there are also some pretty good games in here. So first up, this was $2 from a Salvation Army. I got the Ultimate Codes for Animal Crossing. And then, I don't remember exactly where I got these, but I got complete copies of The Scorpion King and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. And then, as part of the trade that I did at the swap meet, I got a sealed copy of Baton Kaitos Origins, which is a game I didn't have yet, and I actually didn't realize it was sealed until after we had already made the deal, so it was even a little better, I guess, in my eyes, but very awesome to get that. And then, this next one here is very, very rare, and if you follow me on Instagram, you guys will have seen a lot of this stuff already, because I post lots of photos of my pickups on Instagram before they ever make it into a video. So if you guys want to check the link in the description, there's a link to my Instagram. You can follow me there if you want to stay more up to date. But so I got this through a trade, I believe, off of eBay, but we ended up talking through Facebook and doing the trade that way. But this is a complete copy of Super Monkey Ball 2-pack. And this is very hard to find. They only come as player's choice. The only problem with this one is that it's got a little rip. You can kind of see right there. If I were to open it and take the games out, this is actually a hole that goes through, but luckily it didn't rip the artwork off. And then it's a little sun faded on this side. You can tell looking at the other side. But other than that, it's fully complete, and it's a very, very hard to find game. So I'm very glad to get that, and to trade for it was even better. So, very awesome. Now, I'll move on to the NES because I only have 3 games here. The first one came from the Retro Swap Meet, and I got this in exchange for working at someone's booth. And someone had posted in the Facebook event for the swap meet, and they said that one of his guys canceled and he was looking for someone to help out his booth. And so my girlfriend and I volunteered, and we only worked for like 3 hours because it kind of died down. He didn't need the help all day. But he ended up giving us $10 an hour in trade credit, so my girlfriend picked up a 360 game, which I don't have here to show you guys, but it was some special edition RPG kind of thing. It came in a big box. I don't remember what it was, but she got that and an Ocarina of Time Nintendo Power Guide. And then I got a complete copy with the plastic still on it of Wizardry Masters Series for the NES. It's in a plastic protector, but you can see the reflection. It's got the plastic on it. It's cut open at the top here, and it's fully complete. And so that was awesome to get that. And then these other 2 NES games I got from a local store called Buybacks, and I've talked about them before, but they mainly do... It's like a big store that does movies, music, and games. I think their priority is movies, though, because they don't seem to know too much about their games, because whenever they get complete in box stuff, they tend to price it as a cartridge. But on the reverse side of that, I've seen cartridges that are way overpriced. So, I don't know, but I got a really good deal on these. The first one here was $32.99, and I believe this is like a $200 game complete, and that is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. It is fully complete. It's got some weird damage where it like is pushed in on the back, which created like this little bump along the top. Very weird. It's got a little bit of creasing up here, but it's in pretty good shape otherwise, and it is fully complete. So for $33, you know, for like a $100 or $200 game, that's a great price. And the other one here was $28.99, and this one also goes for about $100 or more, and that is G.I. Joe The Atlantis Factor. This one's in a little bit better shape than the other one, but still, to get those for that price is really, really good, and I couldn't be happier with those. I didn't even know that they were worth anything until I looked them up, because I saw them in there. They were the only 2 boxed NES games that they had, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to look them up because I don't know the price. And I was pleasantly surprised, so I got those, which was awesome. So now moving on to Super Nintendo, I will of course save the N64 stuff for last. So these came from, some from the swap meet, some from GameStar, some from Game Crazy, and some from a couple Instagram trades, I believe. So we have Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition, Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing, which is missing the manual. If anyone has a manual for this, please let me know. Then Super Street Fighter 2, this is the box only. If you have a cartridge and a manual, please let me know. I can always find a cartridge, so I'm more interested in just the manual, pretty much. And then NFL Football in excellent condition. And then Super Batter Up, which seems like it's kind of hard to find complete in the box. It's not expensive or anything, but there was only like one on eBay. Then Wing Commander, which has a rip right there, so I'm not sure why I bought it, because it was 15 bucks, but whatever. And then these last three came from the swap meet. This first one here was part of the trade I did, and that is a complete copy of Bust a Move in really nice condition. And Bust a Move is a game that I really, really enjoy, so I was glad to get that. And then this other one here was also part of the trade, and this one was a little more pricey, but this is Top Gear 3000, which is pretty hard to find game complete in box, so I was glad to get that. And it was part of the trade, so I didn't really spend too much on it if you really think about it, because I didn't spend much on the stuff I traded. And then I also traded for this, but this was a different trade, also with the swap meet. I traded a cartridge of Turtles in Time straight across for this. That's a complete, very good condition copy of Donkey Kong Country 2, which is my favorite game of all time, if you guys didn't know. So I was very glad to get that back in my collection again. Awesome to have that. I'm just missing number 3 now. So that's it for the Super Nintendo games, and now onto the N64 stuff. And before I jump into the games, I have some manuals here that I got from different trades and stuff, and these are manuals I needed to either complete boxes I have, or they're just manuals for games and boxes I don't have yet. So, we have Earthworm Jim 3D, and then Rayman 2, The Great Escape, WCW vs. NWO Revenge, Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98, and then I got these extra manuals for Hey You Pikachu, and these are going to go into the boxed Pikachu system that I have because it didn't have any paperwork, and these originally go with the game, so that's going to go in there to complete those. And now let's get on to the N64 games. Alright, so I have more N64 games than just what I have here. The only reason I'm not showing them is because all the stuff that I've already showed you, plus the N64 games here, I've already put into my spreadsheet so that after I'm done filming this, I can immediately put them away and put them on the shelf. I have another really big stack of N64 games that I have not put into the spreadsheet yet, and I didn't want to mix them up with these so that I have to sort them out after the video to put them in the spreadsheet, so I figured I would just hold those off until the next video. So there's about half of them here, and there's about the same amount that's going to be in the next video at least. So just want to get that out of the way, but I have a lot of N64 games here, including 4 pretty rare ones. So these are coming from different spots and locations too. Some of these came from some local game stores. A lot of them came from Facebook and Instagram trades, and a couple of them came from eBay. So these are really in no particular order except for the last 4. So I can't really tell you where all these ones came from, but the last 4, of course I can. So some of these are also missing the cartridges. Some of them may be missing manuals, I'm not sure, but let's just jump into them. So we have a Bug's Life. We have Star Wars Battle for Naboo. I can feel there's no cartridge in this one. I don't think there's a cartridge in the Bug's Life either. Complete copy of Wet Tricks. This one came from the Retro Gaming Swap Meet. I know that. So some of them came from there as well. Forsaken 64. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. This one came from eBay, and I used my eBay bucks to buy this plus 2 other ones, so they were essentially free. Our Marines Project Swarm was also from my eBay bucks. Then we have the new Tetris. We have a factory sealed copy of Wipeout 64. This one came through a trade. Then we have World Driver Championship. One of my favorite N64 games, 1080 Snowboarding. We have Rugrats in Paris, the movie. This was the last game I bought with my eBay bucks. So 3 of those games were free, which is pretty cool. Then we have Top Gear Overdrive. Very glad to get this one. Bust a Move 2 Arcade Edition. Shadowgate 64. This seems like a box only for WWF Warzone. It's a little bit crushed. And then we have Dr. Mario 64. This one's pretty worn. You can see creases there, and you know, it's all worn and everything. So if anyone has a complete copy of this, or just a box that's in really nice condition, I'd be interested in trading for that. And then I also got a complete copy of Hey You Pikachu. I already had this game, but mine right here had a big rip in the artwork, so this was a condition upgrade for me. And this one is unfortunately missing the cardboard insert, as was the other one I had. So I'm still missing that, but other than that, it's fully complete. Got all the paperwork. It's got the microphone, the VRU, the little yellow foam ball for it and everything. So I'm glad to get a condition upgrade on that one. And then the 4 last games here are very, very special. Very, very good titles. So the first one here, I don't know if I traded for this or if I just purchased it outright, but this was from a Facebook group, I believe. And this box is in really, really bad condition. It's pretty warped. However, it's not really creased. And so I'm going to attempt to fix this box. And I don't remember exactly whose video it is, but if you check the comment section, I'm sure they'll comment. But someone did a video a really long time ago about ironing boxes with a little bit of steam through like a towel or a blanket or something, and you can actually flatten them back out. And so that was my original plan with this box when I first got it. So I'm still going to attempt that. Of course, I'm going to try it on something like this one first. But that's my plan for this one, because it's pretty rare, and I got it for like $70, which is fine for the condition, but if I'm able to fix it, then that's a really, really good price, and that is Daikatana. I've got it in a protector, but as you can see, it's completely warped. So the front of the box from the edge goes, which is really weird. You can kind of see it right there. But yeah, other than that, it is complete. So if I can fix it, $70 will be a great deal. And like I said, I might have traded for that as well. I just know that $70 is what he was originally asking, but I might have traded for it. Then the next one I got from a GameStar, which I just mentioned in the video. It's a local chain of game stores. And I got this for $70 or $80, which is about what they go for, but I was buying a bunch of other stuff as well, and I kind of got like a discount on the whole thing, so it kind of worked out to be a pretty good deal. But this is also a really nice condition copy of this. The box is in great condition, and that is Snowboard Kids, which is a great game. I played it as a kid, and I really enjoy this game, so glad to get it back. It's fully complete, aside from like the baggie, I think, but still very awesome to get that one. Second to last here, I bought this off of eBay, and I got this as a best offer from someone for $60 shipped, which is on the low end of what it goes for, I believe. And I think that according to video game price charting, they've sold for as high as like $200 or $300. I think maybe about $100 to $120 is a more realistic price for it, but either way, $60 is a great price, and this one's in really nice condition as well. That is a complete copy of Star Soldier Vanishing Earth, which is pretty difficult to find complete in box. At the time of filming this, there's more complete copies of Sculptor's Cut on eBay than there are of Star Soldier. So, definitely a hard to find game. If you're collecting for N64, I would definitely say look out for this one now, because it's only going to go up in price because of how hard it is to find. It's just one of those rare games that's not super expensive yet, but I think once everyone catches on, the price is going to jump up. So be on the lookout for Star Soldier. And the last one here, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you have already seen this, but this is the biggest purchase I've ever made in my entire life aside from my car. So I've purchased people's collections for more than this total, but this is the most I've ever spent on a single item aside from my car, like I said. So it was a lot of money, but I could afford to do it, and I've been saving up for it, so it wasn't a big deal to spend that money. I'm not going to say exactly how much it was, but I will say that it's more than what I spent on it for my last collection. So I had this game before. I spent more on it this time around, but that is to be expected since I got it, you know, the last one I got like 3 or 4 years ago. So prices went up, but I'm very glad to have this and have it not be the last game I need to complete the set. And that is a complete copy of Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut. I've done an entire video on the history and the rarity of this game. If you're interested in checking that out, I will leave a link in the description. I'll probably put like a card up here or something. You guys can check that video out. But yeah, this game is super rare. Definitely the rarest N64 game to get complete in the box. The manual is the rarest part. And I did get this off of eBay, so if you guys are really interested, you can either check out my spreadsheet or check out the completed listings on eBay. But here it is. It's in pretty good condition. It's a little bowed on the top, but it's not creased. And then it does have a Blockbuster, remnants of a Blockbuster sticker on the back there. But I'll open it up and show you guys the manual and everything. So here is the cartridge. It did have some Sharpie on each side of the label. Luckily no Blockbuster sticker over the label, but I was able to clean it up. So you can kind of see a little bit of it still on there. I couldn't get it perfect, but there it is. There was also a sticker on the bottom there, like a security sticker, one of those paper ones that has like a metal strip through the center of it. So I was able to get that completely off. So the cartridge is in much better condition now than when I first bought it, which is awesome. And then, of course, there is the instruction manual. And I've got this in a little plastic protector here, along with the Nintendo Power insert and the precautions booklet. So it did come with those as well. And then here's the manual. It is by no means in perfect condition, but you know, there's a little bit of wear and stuff. There's a little crease on the back. So it's not perfect, but it's definitely not the worst I've seen. There's a couple, I think there's one on eBay right now that has like a rip in the front right down there. But it is a legit manual. I bought it from a collector. So one way that people have found to tell if it is a legit copy, if I can find the page, if it's a legit manual, is right here on this page. These don't really line up perfectly. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera, but you can see it in person pretty well on the bottom one right there. This side is up a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely a legit manual. It's very worn, so I'm very glad to finally, you know, have this game again in my collection, and I'm glad that it wasn't the last game that I needed for the set, and then I was just waiting forever to complete the N64 collection, because with this game out of the way now, the only expensive games, the only really rare games I still need are Stunt Racer, Worms Armageddon, and that's it. So there's other games like Ogre Battle and StarCraft and Chameleon Twist 2 and Snowboard Kids 2, stuff like that, but all those can be found for under $200. So Stunt Racer and Worms Armageddon are the last two really expensive games I need. I do have Super Bowling. I do have Bomberman Second Attack. I do have, you know, the Daikatana, which I just showed you guys, and I have Rat Attack and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that by the end of 2017, I will have a complete Nintendo 64 collection. Like I mentioned before, I showed you guys these N64 games. I do have a bunch more already that will be shown in the next video. Nothing too rare in there. Nothing on this level. They're mostly just filler titles that I did a trade for, but they're all games I still needed, so that was awesome to be able to get those. I'll show you guys those in the next video. But I want to thank you guys so much if you've stuck around and watched this whole video. I don't know how long it is. My camera's not telling me, but it's definitely a really long video, but there was a lot of stuff to get through, so I really want to thank you guys for sitting through it if you did. And if you just skipped through, that's fine too. I just, you know, thank you for watching anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.